Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, you know, the movie without Mad Max in it, released over the weekend, and I saw it on Thursday, and it's not that bad. It's not even that great. Visually, it looks great, and you know, Anna Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth, they're really good at what they do, so they make everything look good, regardless of how crap the story is, you know. So I would say it's okay. I probably have to rewatch it again to get a better feel for it, but I didn't feel it the first time I watched it, and so did a lot of other people because apparently nobody really wants to go see this movie. You know, a Mad Max movie without Mad Max in it. That doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Why would you make a Mad Max movie and not have him in it? That's going to be a hard sell for people. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm going to show you some other people that think the exact same way. But here we have this. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. So we can't have people going out here and say, oh, you're just making this up. Oh, you just don't like this, blah, 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 blah. No, these are your reputable sources, okay? This is what they're saying. It's the box office for the weekend. It edges past Garfield. It was losing on Saturday. I remember it was losing to Garfield on Saturday. But apparently it edged past Garfield, pause, to win the Memorial Day weekend with the worst number one opening in 35 years. Oh my god, dude. Having the worst opening box office weekend for Memorial Day, a holiday that is notorious for having really good, strong box office openings. That is crazy. How do you do that? I'll tell you how do you do that. Mad Max is Mad Max. So you can't have a Mad Max saga without him in it. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm going to tell you, again, I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm going to show you. Despite Furiosa's victory over Garfield, which, come on, it's Garfield, let's be honest. It's still the worst Memorial Day number one opener since Casper debuted to 22.5 nearly 30 years ago. That is insane. And not only that, it's receiving a B plus cinema score because again, I mean, it's an okay movie. It's not the worst. It's not the best. Just go watch Mad Max Fury Road again. It's a way superior movie. But like I said, I'm not the only one that thinks that. This is an article from Forbes right here. We have our favorite crybaby right here, Paul Tassi. He's talking about why Furiosa is struggling at the box office. And before people want to go all doom and gloom and say, oh, movie theaters are finished, people don't want to go see movies anymore, that's not the truth. We just saw Dune make a shit ton of money. We've seen all these movies make a shit ton of money. Godzilla made a lot of money. For how crap that movie was, it made a lot of money. And we have Deadpool 3 coming out this year, which is going to make a lot of money. So you can't sit here and say, oh, people don't want to go see movies. No, people have become accustomed to A, movies coming out like a month after on streaming, so you already broke that cycle. B, movie theater tickets and just going to the movies in general is so expensive that people don't even want to bother. If I take my girlfriend out to the movies, which I did, we went to go see Fall Guy. 2 tickets, a bucket of popcorn, and 2 drinks. It was $55. That is a tank of gas. A tank of gas to go watch a what might be a mid movie. You never know with these movies nowadays. And that's number 3. Movies have been scorning audiences for years now. We go watch a movie, it's crap. You feel like you wasted your time and your money. Why would people go do that when they could just wait for streaming? And again, this isn't the fault of the audience, it's the fault of Hollywood. They broke that cycle. They made it so accessible for people to watch movies. And you gotta, I don't want to get political, but inflation and all that other shit has made everything so expensive. People like, well, I could spend $55 to go watch what might be a mid movie, or I could go get groceries. So I know which one most people would pick. But we have it right here from my main man crybaby Paul Tassi right here talking about Furiosa. And this is the main thing right here I want to get on. Even though it had this isn't the main one. This is the second to main one. It had a better budget. It's still a big ass for something that's not a sequel, but it's a prequel to another movie. It doesn't make any sense. This is the main thing right here. It's hard to pitch a Mad Max movie without Mad Max actually in it. It's hard to pitch a Mad Max movie without Mad Max actually in it. That's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of people who like the Mad Max movies are saying. Why would you make a Mad Max movie without him in it? Regardless of how good Chris Hemsworth and Anna Taylor-Joy are at acting, they are good. It doesn't matter. We're not there to see them. Okay, and you got the general public that's gonna be like, well, there's no Mad Max in this movie. Where's Mad Max? And not to mention, the movie drags. Like in the middle part of the movie, it starts to drag. There's like a 15-minute action scene going on in the movie, which is okay at best. It was shot phenomenally, but you're not really invested in the action because you're not invested in these characters because you don't care. You're there for Mad Max. You're not there for Furiosa. And I want to be the guy to say it. We don't need a Furiosa movie. We just had one with Fury Road. You're not making come on, bro. And you do need to know about the events of the other films. Even though it's a prequel, you need to see Fury Road to enhance this movie, which again makes people go, well, why didn't you just make a sequel to Fury Road? Why would you make a prequel? That I mean, come on, people in Hollywood, they're not making any sense. I don't know why you wouldn't just make something that you know is going to be a sure thing. People will go and watch a Mad Max movie, regardless if Fury Road made like it made a little bit of money back in the day when it released, but people loved that movie. I don't see the same thing happening here for this one. But this has been the worst box office weekend in Memorial Day history in 30 years. This is insane. I can't believe it. Again, I watched the movie. I thought it was okay. I might need to rewatch it to have more appreciation, but I just didn't. It didn't hit for me like Fury Road did the first time I saw it. And y'all let me know what you think. Are you gonna watch it? Did you watch it and did you like it? And as always, man, y'all stay easy, man.